Alright guys, so I'm going to go over what my strategy is now for Mercury retrograde. And first I'm going to put some horizontals on here so that we can identify where Mercury retrograde, the important points that I'm speaking of, are. We're going to put it in like a light greenish. Oops. Alright, so the 29th is when we entered the influence, or the storm, if you will. What the hell? Alright guys, so we get rid of a bunch of these lines first. Alright, so that's when we entered the influence of retrograde. That was the 29th, and you can see volatility picks up as we move towards today, and today is the day that Mercury has gone stationary in the sky before turning and going backwards through the retrograde period. And that's basically the same area of the sky that it traveled through from this point, the 29th, till today. It's now going to travel from where it is today back to where it was on the 29th. And the market follows a similar trajectory. So there's a pivot point here. And then we'll see the next pivot point on the 3rd of February when it turns, it goes stationary again, kind of stalls out in the sky, and then it goes back forward, and it goes through this area of the sky right here one more time, but in the same direction. So we see a similar pattern, right? So with that said, as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and say that matter of fact, let me put that last one in there. It's like the 24th or something. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's the 24th. Alright, now we're going to put in the price levels. We'll do those in like a pink. Alright, so we have a high here. Wow, Siri's so annoying. And then we have a low here. I'm just going to put that for here. If we go lower, I'll move this. If we go lower today or on Monday, I'll move this basically. And what I'm looking for is to see a retracement through this period right here from the 17th till February 3rd, a retracement from roughly this price level, which is the 461-ish, back up to, I mean, we likely will go to 460, 457, but to be, prudent, because we are on a diagonal support here, I'll go with the less speculative price level. So 461 being the low. And basically what I'm looking to do is I'm going to buy 460 calls, and then in the last hour of trading, we should have a push higher. I'm going to sell those calls against I'm going to sell the 465 calls that expire on the on the next Friday, basically, against them at a hopefully at a good price. Hopefully we'll have gone higher again in the market in the last hour, but that's the plan. So on Monday I'll look to buy those back, so I'm just long puts, and I'll ride those 460 puts all the way up to roughly, let's say, to be not speculative, to the 477 mark. That I'll sell when we hit the 477 mark, and I'll likely buy back puts that I sold against long puts at the 480 mark, if that makes sense. Alright guys, so that's my plan, and basically what happens, let me put it in a doodle for you. And look at that, we had that science level come up again, right? And it was at an important, we turned around at an important support level, which was basically the science level. We had the indolence price level up here. Look at that, guys. I marked that like almost 2 weeks ago. I marked that on the 29th when we had the indolence card show up, and I said, look, we're not going to revisit that price level. It's going to be a decline, a notable decline off of a high that we will not revisit the price level of for quite some time. And boom, there you go, is the indolence card. Right, so now science is looking like it's probably going to be support. I think I probably erased the label for this other one, so I'll have to go back. Oh, I put that in. I just put that in. But this is the science level, right? Sorry, this is this. This is the science level. And we basically went up to that. See that? Boom. We went up to the science level and came back down. Alright, so on the doodles, basically we have like this, right? So we're like this, right? Now, through this period, we're going to have like this. And then it may go a little higher than here based on the fact that we're bouncing off of a diagonal support. And then from this period, from the 3rd to the 24th of September, we'll basically do the same thing again as the first. There's 3 phases to Mercury retrograde. And get excited, guys, because there's 4 of them this year. Instead of 3, there's 4 retrogrades this year. So I get excited because I've been trading on this for so long. Look at the volatility, guys. Look at the volatility. Look at that. Go back and look at an S&P 500 chart. Find the most volatile periods and then go cross-reference that with a Mercury retrograde calendar. I guarantee you it'll fall. Those most volatile periods will all fall within retrogrades. Promise. All right, guys. That's where I'm at. That's my plan for Mercury retrograde. I'll be back on with some more on Monday. You know, after we get the final price that wherever we land. This could be the low here, which is 456-ish. The low of the support level for the retrograde. And then, but wherever we basically, if we go lower than that level, then that'll be our new support level. If we don't, then this is going to be our support level. On Monday, I'll be able to determine that, guys, for you based on where we end the day today. And hopefully you've been following along, guys. There's a lot of money still to be made. But remember, this is really important. Today is the last day that I will open new positions. I'll only be closing positions. Right, from this point on. All right, guys, that's where I'm at. Good luck, and I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.